Hello, welcome to Scale Modelling, and welcome to another part of our Yamato playlist series, where we started off with the unboxing of the 1/200 scale Yamato ship, which is a Trumpeter ship, and then we went on and we did a video of some aftermarket products, which were some decks and brass barrels and parts. Those two videos are in the playlist that you can go back and watch. But this one is a unboxing of the 1/200 Fujimi turrets of the Yamato. Now, let's get the box. First of all, please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notifications bell so you get notified as my videos come out. And also hit the thumbs up if you like the video at the end, and you're welcome to share this. There's also the option to share this video on social media or with anyone else that you think might be interested, with Facebook groups and so forth. And your comments are always welcome below, not just for me but for other people who watch the video. Any thoughts, ideas, whatever you want, just put them down in the comments. Okay, now what I want to do first of all is I want to thank one of my subscribers. His name's Gary Wood, who suggested and recommended this to me, which I didn't even know existed, at least not in the way it does. And I also want to thank Metro Hobbies in Australia here, who not only did they supply my Yamato Battleship for me, and very excellent service that was, but yeah, for supplying this as well, which I've purchased and it's just arrived today. So here's the box, and here it is. So this is the Fujimi turrets for the Yamato 1/200 scale. There it is. Sorry about the glare. Now, the reason I'm adding this to the playlist for the Yamato is because this is a little bit special. I've done a bit of investigating, and through suggestions and recommendations, and speaking to the experts down there at Metro Hobbies, I found out that this can fit onto your 1/200 scale Yamato ship. Now, you would have to do a little bit of modification in the holes in the deck for this to fit, but it's not impossible and it can be done, so I've been told. Now, another thing about this kit is that it's all in Japanese. And I mean, everything's in Japanese. Everything on the box is Japanese. There's nothing English. And there's not very much to let you realize that this isn't just one turret. This is all three. Okay, so this is all three turrets. And the thing I like about these is that it comes with a clear see-through piece that goes on the bottom, so you can see all the inside workings of this turret. So let's have a look. So here's our box with the box art. The 3 is there, that indicates 3 turrets. You wouldn't really know that. If you look on the website, you'll see it does actually say that. And this is also the one that has the machine guns on the top. This was $109 Australian for this whole thing. All right, and it's quite a hefty box. Weighs about 1 kilo. I picked up at the post office today. All right, so let's have a look at some of the box art. So on the sides, there's our turret, what it's going to look like, and there's all the below deck area you can see. There's another view from the other side. There's a view here looking inside there. Not sure how that works. Maybe the cover just lifts off so you can see all that, or that's in a stage of the building, but that's all detail in there. There's another one there. Looks great, doesn't it? And there's all this with all the shells and then ready for it to fire and all the loading set up for it. Now, what I was thinking with this is you got a couple of options. I thought would be one, you could either replace the turrets on your model with these, which I wouldn't really recommend, or just replace one of them so that, and don't glue this in, so that you can lift it up and if you wanted to show people and they could see all the insides. Or, as I'm planning to do, have one fitting in the Yamato, but the other two have them on display beside the ship on the stand, on their own little pedestals of some sort, just showing these turrets. Just an idea, that's just something I want to do. All right, so the rest of the box is still pretty much, it's not much to see at all. Again, all in Japanese. Fujimi is the only thing I can read. There's another view there with the guns there. We've got a paint call out, which is again in Japanese, but I'm guessing there is like H18, which may be Mr. Hobby colors. So we'll have a look as we go through. And yeah, well, actually, here we go. There is something here. This kit is an assembly model on scale of 1/200 plastic model kit. There you go. Glue and paint are not included. Can be purchased separately. Illustrations are not to scale. And just a warning about the sharp edges of small parts, and modelers age 15 and over it's suggested. So that is in English there. All right, let's have a look in the box. All right, here we go. All right, so we got to start. We've got instructions, I guess. Have a look at them soon. Well, we've got a box of plastic parts, eh? So here's the clear parts that go on the bottom. I might just move this to the side. We can have a look. All right. Take one of these out. All right, so there's one of the clear plastic parts. So you can see through the interior and stand it as well. Okay, interesting how that would work. I mean, these things are just models of their own. Well, it is a kit of its own, but to have these on display with your model, with your Yamato, would be fantastic. All right, so we've got here, it's like we've got some of the base of the interior where our barrels will go. There's the, I don't know the parts of the turret, but that looks like the ring that's going to go and sit on the deck. So lots of detail in that. So that would be the size you want to make sure, and compare that to Yamato part and see if you need to make any adjustments. I have been told by the guys down there at Metro Hobbies that you may have to widen the hole in the deck very, very slightly to fit that on there, and how that would affect your wooden deck if you were going to put on a wooden deck, I don't know. But hey, nothing's impossible. You know, so there's some nice pieces on there too. So now there are 3 turrets in here. So there's our other 2 clear parts on the side. So we've had 3 packets of these, I'm assuming. Yeah, so there's 3 packets. That one's a bit different. Where's the other one? So we got that. Here we are here with the other side too. So there's some of the shells in their positions on that. I'm not going to take all these out of the plastic. Well, why not? Okay, take that. Have a look. There's that. There's our shells there. I don't know what that is, but another part of the turret. Looks good. There's some more sections there, some piping it looks like of some sort. Quite a lot, because these would be different levels underneath, I would guess, going down under the deck as you're setting it all up. I wonder if you could even light this. Imagine putting a light in there. Anyway, that's probably going a bit far. But like a little dim LED light under there. Anyway. So we've got these more. They're the other two. Same thing on that one. Although there are some, that's the same thing. And we've got more here. Again, it's probably another level. More ammunition. Going down. We've got another one. There's the other one. I knew there was three of them. Glad there's three of them. There we go. The base of it. Now we've got this here. It's nice. Got some nice checker plate on that. Yeah, another section of the turret. Really good. Some very small parts in there as well. Yeah, and there'll be maybe another one. No, there's three in there, so there's three of them. A lot of parts. They're those bits that sit on the sides of the turret. I don't know what they are. Maybe there's something with direction finders or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What are those parts there that stick out the side of the turrets? You'd think I'd know after all the ships I've built. Anyway, there's a set of those for all of them there. Now we've got the barrels here. Room, crowded. There's some barrels. Let's have a look at them. I just want to see how well they're molded. If there's any seam lines in them. Check them out, have a look. And let's see. Okay. So it does have, I think, is that just a reflection? Oh, there is a seam line. Very, very faint. They are hollow tip, so that's good. I can tell from this already that the detail on the plastic has those little brackets going around it. And if you saw the review I did of the aftermarket set with the barrels on here, they didn't actually have that. They were very plain. They didn't have those sort of securing brackets on the guns there. So that's good. That's extra detail, very much like the kit ones. So yeah, very good. Nice. Obviously there's enough for all the three turrets in that. Now we've got some smaller parts in here. I don't know what they are, like just little bits of plastic. Yeah, just more detailed stuff for those levels going under. But we'll see that in the instructions anyway when we go through it. So here we have the tops of the turrets. 1, 2, 3, there is. They look good. They've got the ladders on the side. Take one of them out. I'll move the rest out of the road. Check this out. All right, now there's some nice detail in there. Some checker plate down on that area there. Edges around that, got some detail. There's the ladder on the back. So yeah, they look quite good. Compared to the kit part, I'm not sure. We'll have to compare the two, but they look fine. All right, so that's those. And still going here, we've got some white sprue trees here. So these ones are the blast bags. Have quite a bit of detail on them as well. You can see all the wrinkly bits, so they're not nice, they're not smooth, they're how they should look. White, so that looks good. We've got some more white parts here. Looks like part of the loading mechanism that would be on the inside. Doing that. Then we've got this one. Some more parts in there. And stick up, all part of the loading areas. Some walls there with rivet detail. It's nice. 2, 3 packets of those. All the same. Small bits in there. We got this one, which is the guns for the top of the machine guns on top. They look really nice and detailed too. Excuse me. Yeah. How they open wider at the end of the gun. Yeah, they look really nice. Yeah. And they're already the colour. Pretty much gunmetal grey piece of sprue there. All right, and then the last thing we have in here looks like a plaque to go on somewhere, or wherever you want. If you can read Japanese, what does that say? I'm guessing it's going to say Yamato. There's a 3 there. Turrets. I don't know. Can you read that? If anyone Japanese out there can translate that for me, or for all of us, that'd be good. So, yeah, but that's a nice little touch. It looks quite good. If you wanted to do this, like do these on a stand separately and put that on, that would look good. Okay, I'm going to move all this out of the road and we'll grab our instructions and go through them. Okay, hang on a sec, we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back. So I did a quick count. There's 38 sprues. That includes the 3 clear turret interior surrounds, so 38 of them. So here we go. We've got this, which looks like a bit of a color call out, as well as showing some photos of what it's looking like. So here we got H, which is H11, which is going to be white. So that's the interior of the cannons, which were the white parts we saw. This is showing white as well. Then we've got H9, which I'm guessing is the gold color, which is like, they call that the bridge, where it gets loaded. So there's call out as for H9 on those. Here we're looking at H11, more white for the gun, the shells all down in the bottom levels. H83 looks like a dark color, maybe a gunmetal, some sort of a grey for right down the bottom there. Again, this is all in Japanese, so can't read any of it. Some pictures of the 2 turrets there. These would look great all weathered up and really detailed, look really nice. Yeah, so it's all like that, all the white again, and there's nothing on the other side of that. But that's a nice little reference for that. Going over here, we've got the actual instructions. I'm just trying to see, we've got numbers now I can see in English. 270, 650. I'm not sure what that is. They're showing, it's going to be fairly obvious anyway. They're just different profile shots of it. This is probably just the usual warnings and how to take pieces off the sprue. And I'm going to open this up. It sort of works out like backwards. That was on the back page. Oh no, here we go. Okay. So here we start up with the key to what the symbols mean, which is okay if you read Japanese, but obviously drill hole. This one will be do on both sides. This is a cut area. There's 2 times. Caution there. So pretty simple to work out. There's our color callouts. I'm assuming they're Mr. Hobby with the H's. We've got H9, H11, which has also got 62, H18 and 28, H83 and 32. These are the sprues and all of what we got on them. So that's showing you what you've got, all the sprues. That's great. As I say, count them with 38. Then we've got step 1. So step 1, we're starting with the support for the interior of the turret. Looks like that's going, and we've got the lower platform and the upper platform going on that support. They look like they go down through it and sit in there. So that one's going to go through and sit down here. There it is there, and we've got 2 more. F2, F3 are going down on top again. Here they're going through the colours. You want to paint those and paint them before you put them in, obviously, yep. And then it shows you a picture of how it looks from the side profile at the end. That's you can't go wrong with that. Then we go to step 2. We've got 2 more supports going in either side here and some pieces at the back coming up. This is like a top-down view. We're just looking at the angle of the way they're sitting in there. Yeah, it is. So that's fine. Step 3, we've got the platform that the main upper level is going to sit on. We've got a piece going down on top of that. Some more bits going in there. I thought they were pipes. I'm not sure what they are. That's just going from there to there. Going over the page. Step 4. Wow, it's quite detailed. So that comes down on top of this L1 piece, which comes down, and all those supports you put in on the previous step all go up and connect into the base of this. So that's all going to sit nice and flush on there. Step 5 here is the clear part with the, I don't know the word for it, but that's going to poke up through the deck, or that's going to be your base on top of the clear part. So I would be saying that the hole in the deck needs to be wide, the right diameter for this to sit on and this to sit down inside. Okay, so you're just going to have to measure that, and that's if you want to go and put these on your Yamato, or at least one of them on there. Not sure how that would look, but you know. But like I said, displaying these as separate things beside your ship on the stand, you know, would look just great. So that's that. Number 6, the loading sections going on. Then that goes into that. There's our checker plate bit we saw. There's our side panels. I saw those on the sprue. They're going to go together. That looks good. Then we go to the 7 is the supports in there, which look like they're for the main cannons, the barrels themselves. They're all in order, I guess, in a proper order. It says M1, M5, M4, and M2, and they're white. This part goes in, which is also white, and it's all sitting on top of this part here that you built up. Number 8, we're working on the top of the turret here. We've got some pieces going up on top of there, some of the detail. Nice. Number 9, we've got some pieces going together. These look like, these are the breeches for loading the shells. So you put those together, the back on, there's the little piece that you close it with the handle. And we've got A, B, A, and B. Don't know how that, yeah, just want to be careful. Oh, I see, A. So we've got 2 of those ones made up, and B is one of those ones, so there is a difference in them. Yes, they're different part numbers. So, yeah, oh, I see, yes, so A and B, and that's the 3. On they go. All right. Step 10 is those pieces on the side. You guys know what they are. Put in the comments what they are. I'm thinking there's something to do with the aiming and the radars or whatever they use. So they go together, they go on. That's quite simple. Number 11 is the actual blaster bags going on, and 3 of them. Part C1, they're all painted white onto there. There's our barrels going into them. Done. Number 12 is putting the 2 machine guns together that go on the top. They're in 3 pieces, and they sit on top of there. And that's it. And the only thing I see in English here under the Japanese word for it is finished. We've got another bit down here in grey. I'm not sure what that is. It's showing a couple little pieces going in. N3s. I don't know. Maybe that was added after, or it's optional. I don't know. And then we go back to where I started as the first page, which was actually the last page showing you what you built up and how it all looks. All right, so there you go. Just get that in view. Okay, so what do you think of that? My thoughts are that I think it would look fantastic for a start. As it is, 3 separate turrets displayed separately, all with your Yamato built in onto the front of the base beside the ship would look really nice. If you wanted to go that extra step, install one of these to replace one of the turrets on the ship itself. You know, but the way I see that is that how are you going to display that? Most of what's different to see on this is underneath the deck. So, you know, maybe, I mean, if you're going to go over and lift one out to show, but how often you're going to do that? I think they would look nice as a separate display with your Yamato as part of the base board. Yeah, so you could build these up completely separate to your Yamato build and have them ready to go. I think they look good. There's quite a good bit of detail in there. It's great being able to see through and what's going on below deck. All the mechanism for loading and everything. Really, really good. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Just another little update on some of the things that relate to that Yamato build. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and give us a thumbs up. And your comments are welcome below. And we'll see what happens, and I'll see what else. If anything comes out new, I'll let you know. and I may even check them and measure the size of these and see what sort of modifications you need to do on the deck to have one of these fit in there. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.